Meeting called to order. Fellow Gaveliers, Toastmasters, and guests. Myself, Gavelier Sriram Mahesh, your Sergeant at Arms, and I welcome you all for the meeting number 35 of the program year 2021-2022 at Taj Gavel's Club. Let's start off this meeting by repeating our club oath after me. For better listening, for better thinking,
For better thinking.
For better
for better
speaking,
speaking,
For better speaking.
we learn by doing.
We learn by
learn
doing.
by doing.
Thank you. Always remember some ground rules. Let us keep our microphone muted and video on. Activate the mic when it is your turn to speak. Let us not talk about any subject which may disturb others. Guests who have logged in, please rename yourself guest so that you shall be called for an intro. With that note, I would like to call upon a presiding officer to take over the lectern. For that, we have a very energetic Gavelier who is studying in modern Middle East in the 8th grade, who have been visiting Toastmasters Club ever since he started speaking in a public. She loves to draw and play badminton. Let's invite a presiding officer, Gavelier Gianna Gijo.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, Gavels, and guests. A warm good afternoon. Welcome to Taj Gavel's Club. My name is Tiana Gijo, and I'm Gavel's Club President and Presiding Officer for the day. Let's start our today's meeting by seeing our last meeting winners. Best Prepared Speaker Gavel Bhadra, Best Table Topic Speaker Gavel Mahir, Best Evaluated Gavel Aladdin, Best of Meeting Leader Gavel Sriram, Best of Big Three Gavel Elsa. Let's applause the winners. We have our Gavel Counselor DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir, who would now like to make some announcements. DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Gavelier Gianna, Presiding Officer, Taj Gavel Club. My dear Gaveliers and guests, a very warm good afternoon to one and all. We were supposed to conduct this meeting offline, but unfortunately, because of the school opening tomorrow, the proposed venue is under cleaning and sanitation, which is happening right now in the schools. So we were not able to take up that venue. So discussions are ongoing to release a memo once the school is open so that we might get the venue. And looking forward to see you all in person when we can actually organize a great meeting in person together so that it would be more effective and purposeful, right? So that is one thing with regards to offline meetings. So we will keep you informed. The next meeting, as we all know, is scheduled on 16th of April. So the meeting will be starting as of that day, that time. Another important announcement what I want to make is that Taj and district is in the process of making articles, collecting articles, and we would definitely love to see your articles coming up in our Saudi Arabia magazine as well as in Taj magazine. So kindly give maybe one of your speech. For example, today's Gavelier Ayan Khan speech could be his article, the winning captain, and you can always put a picture of yours along with that article and send it across. It's very simple. So it's as simple as that. Make your speech and put it as your article and then share it with us. All right. And also today during our meeting, we will have a difference that vote master is Gavelier Vaishnav. You need to send your vote as private message to Gavelier Vaishnav. All right. And we might have change in our agenda wherein our third speaker is not available. So the second speaker's evaluator also is not available. Would anybody would like to take up the role of second speaker's evaluator? Gavelier Bhadra, would you like to take up that role of being an evaluator? You have to listen carefully to the speech, understand what what he wanted to share, and then give your recommendations. Give it a shot. Okay, let's see how it comes out, and then I will also support. All right. So, with that note, I would like to hand over the podium back to our presiding officer. Wish you all a great meeting. Learn from it. Listen carefully and understand. If you don't know something, it is how we learn. So, understand how each and everybody have prepared and come, and how we have presented. When you come into the online, from the online to the offline, that is very important. That we need preparation for anything and everything. Online meeting taught us that okay, we can keep a book in front of us and then read. Nobody will know, but we have to step out of that zone, right? So it's very important that we have enough time for preparation. For preparation happens by listening very carefully to all what others have to say. All right, looking forward for great speeches today. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Before we begin, if in every meeting we have a new word, and we also use that word in our meetings. We have our word master of the day, Gavel Iron, who will now introduce the word of the day. Gavel Iron, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, respected Toastmasters, fellow Cavaliers, and my dear friends. I am Ayan Khan and I will be your word master for this meeting. The word master's role is to select the word related to the meeting's theme and help us expand our listening skill. Today, I have selected the day liquor for all of us to learn and try to use throughout the meeting. It means stay in a place longer than necessary because of reluctance to leave. For example, she lingered in the yard, enjoying the warm sunshine. At the end of the meeting, when the general evaluator calls me for the report, I will let you all know how many times we have heard the word usage. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel Ayan. Next, let me call the joke master, Gavalier Badra. The stage is yours.
Good afternoon, dear Cavaliers. Today I am the joke master and I am going to share a small event that happened recently in my life. I always like Barbie haircuts, so I always ask my mother for one like that. But she always tells, let's do it later. I got fed up of that. So I thought that I'll try it by myself. I went to the mirror, took a pair of scissors and started to cut my hair. Once I finished, I looked really terrible. One hair was short, one hair was long. I looked really disgusting. When my mom suddenly came inside to my room, my mom was shocked. She started laughing. Almost by evening, we went to the nearest barber shop and cut my hair properly. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavalier Badra. Today, we have our Gavalier of the Day. Let's welcome our Gavalier of the Day, Gavel Romina Gomes. The stage is yours, Gavalier Romina.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, for the generous introduction. We are Indians and we celebrate all festivals in every region of every religion. That is why it is called Incredible India. India is a land of cultural diversity. People speak different languages, wear different clothes, and celebrate different festivals and follow different religions. But yet they are united with the love of each other. Now let us start. For the benefit of all new Gabeliers and guests, let me explain how a typical Gabeliers meeting happens. Every Gavel meeting is divided into 3 sessions. First session, it is the prepared speeches. In this session, there are a few Gabeliers who prepare the speeches and will perform for our entertainment. This session will be conducted by me. Second session is a table topic session. The table topic master would ask some random topics, and without preparation, we have to speak about a topic for at least a minute to get qualified. The third session is the evaluation session. Here we will come to know how we have fared in our meeting and in our speeches. The evaluators will give us the feedback about our speeches, and meeting leaders will present their reports for our improvement. To give the report of how our speakers performed, we have some auxiliary role takers, whom we call the meeting leaders. Let me introduce them one by one. First, the grammarian. With your support of thunderous applause, let me welcome Cavalier Sriram to explain his role.
Fellow Toastmasters, Gaveliers, and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Back to the Gaveler of the day.
Thank you, Cavalier Sriram. Next, we have the timer. Let me call upon Cavalier Bernidharan to explain his role.
The Toastmaster, Gaveliers, and guests present, good afternoon to all. Today, my role as timer is to keep time for all the speakers to ensure that everyone speaks within their allotted time slot. This will also help in ensuring that the meeting runs time. To help me do this, I have 3 digital colored cards with me: green, amber, red. For example, in the prepared speech, the time is 5 to 7 minutes each. I shall write the green card at the 5 minutes, the amber card the 6 minutes, and the red card at the 7 minutes. All the speaker, table topics, and evaluator has a grace period of 30 seconds on either side to specify time limit. I will prepare report and present my report when called upon Gaveler of the day. All the best for everyone. Back to Gaveler of the day.
Thank you, Cavalier Bernidharan. Succeeding comes the our counter. Let me call upon Cavalier Mansab to explain his role.
Fellow Gaveliers, Toastmasters, and guests, a warm good evening to you all. The purpose of the ha counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including ha, and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used. Back to Gavelier of the day.
Thank you, Cavalier Mansab. Another important meeting leader is the vote counter. Let me call upon Cavalier Vaishnav to explain his role.
Thank you, Gavelier of the day. Good afternoon, Gaveliers and most welcome guests. My role as a vote counter is to count the votes for each speaker in each of the following sessions: table topic, prepared speech, and evaluation. I will share the voting link in the chat box after each session. Request all of you to use the link for casting your vote. The vote link will be expired within 1 minute. After the evaluation section, I will report all the votes result upon requests. Thank you, and over to you, the Cavalier of the day.
Without further lingering, let me start with today's educational session. Are all the prepared speakers and evaluators ready? Okay.
Yes.
Today our first speaker will be evaluated by Gavel Raman. Before I call the speaker, may I call upon the evaluator, Gavel Raman, to read out the objectives. Gavel Raman, the dice is yours.
A warm good afternoon to our respected Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my fellow Gavaliers. Today, I am going to evaluate our first speaker, Gavalier Devansh. Today, he is going to give his CC8 speech. His objectives are his objective is to get comfortable with the visual aids. The speech should have a clear beginning, body, and ending. The time allotted to him is 5 to 7 minutes. And don't forget to use the word of the day, lingo. And I'm sure he's going to do a fabulous job in his speech. I wish him all the very best. And back to the Gavel of the day.
Thank you, Gavel Raman, for reading out the objectives. Today, our first speech will be given by Gavalier, who's studying in New Middle East International School in grade 8. He's officer playing cricket and football. He also loves to play carrom board. Please help me welcome Gavalier Devansh to give his CC8 speech. Gavalier Devansh, this dice is yours.
Good afternoon, honorable Toastmasters, fellow Gabriels, and distinguished guests. Today I am here with something different from a regular speech topic. I am glad to share my survey report with you all. First of all, let me brief you about the topic of my project. The title of my project was Impact of Virtual Education on Students due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I think you all must be very curious to know why did I choose this topic to work on. So let me explain you why this project. As you all know, the COVID-19 situation and we all missed face-to-face learning. Many parents and educators are worried about the learning losses, achievement gap, and behavior changes which the students will face when they return back to school. So, considering of students to make informed projections of what learning losses due to the pandemic might look like and how can we overcome them in the future. Throughout the project, we focus on 4 main objectives. First, to study the impact of COVID-19 on student psychology and stress level. Second, to highlight various learning losses, achievement gaps, and due to the COVID-19 online system of education. Third, to pre-analyze academical, physical, and mental state of students when they return back to school after a long gap. Fourth, to enlist effective measures to overcome the drawbacks caused due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our study involved the participation of approximately 500 respondents globally. After going through the survey, we analyzed that people are not fully satisfied with the virtual system of education and they rated good to average. Students find face-to-face learning more effective. Average and below average students suffer the most due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and this will create a big gap between the students when they return back to school. Now coming to the subjects which will be the most affected, mathematics, science, social studies, and languages are the major subjects, out of which mathematics will be the worst hit subject, especially for grade 9 to 12, as very few parents can guide the children in higher grades. Now coming to skill analysis, writing skill will be most affected, followed by reading and followed by learning and reading. It will not be wrong to say that students will become expert in typing on keyboards or mobiles. Now coming to one of the most important aspects we should consider, that is the anxiety and behavior changes which the students will show after returning back to school due to a lockdown for a long period of time. Behavior changes will be seen more in students in lower grades. Physical activities are very important to reduce the negative effects of stress and anxiety, but it is badly affected due to social distancing and lockdown. This could also be a reason for higher prevalence of anxiety and depression. After going through the whole survey, we concluded that COVID-19 online system of education will have massive adverse effects on students' education, physical and mental health. These adverse effects cannot be avoided, but definitely we need to find out the solution to overcome these drawbacks caused due to the COVID-19 online system of education. One best way to help children is to empower them in the recovery effort. Schools could help ease children's anxiety by educating them in an age-appropriate way, the risk of viral outbreak and by and physical distancing. By more personalized learning and psychological consultation will be helpful for children. Educators, parents, and students need to work together to achieve the learning goals and to overcome the drawbacks caused due to the COVID-19 virtual education. We hope that our effort to collect this data may assist policymakers in formulating interventions and strategies to address the consequences of the crisis. It may also assist schools, parents, and teachers in how to best support students during and after the school reopens. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel Devaj, for that marvelous speech. Our second speaker will be evaluated by Gavel Badra. May I please call upon evaluator Gavel Badra to read out the objectives. Gavel Badra, the stage is yours.
Good evening, Gaveliers. I am going to evaluate speaker 2. He has 5 to 7 minutes, and I hope he would do all the best.
Cavalier of the day, let me just help Badra out with regards to what is the speech criteria.
Yes, sir.
So Cavalier Ayan is doing his CC3, sorry, CC4. CC4 speech, which is Competent Communication Manual 4th project. And the speech objective is to select the right words and sentences structure to communicate his ideas clearly, accurately, and vividly. So he is supposed to enhance his speech with great ideas and eliminate jargon and unnecessary words. And he's supposed to use correct grammar. His speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish him all the best.
So I can continue. Second speech will be given by a very energetic Gavelian who will be delivering his CC4 speech. Please help me welcome Gavelier Ayan with a big round of thunderous applause. Gavelier Ayan, the podium is yours.
Good evening, respected Toastmasters, fellow Gavelers, and my dear friends. My name is Ayan Khan, and I will be delivering my CC4 speech today. This speech is about the most recent fun I had while competing in a serious sports event. So let's go. It was the night of 2nd August. My holidays were going on, and I used to waste my time idly. I used to wake up late at 9 o'clock, freshen up, and have my usual breakfast of 2 eggs, 2 cheese, and 2 slices of bread. I would watch TV and play video games in the afternoon. At night, at 9 o'clock, me and my friends would go to play cricket, and my return would vary from time to time. Okay, now enough flashbacks of my daily routine, and let's get back to the story. It was the night of 2nd August. I went to play cricket as usual. After finishing at 10:30, Shahnawa's uncle told us that he wants to organize a tournament. This discussion went on for about a week. Then it was finally decided that they would select the teams tomorrow. I was really excited. When the day came, they told us few rules. One, all teams must have 8 players. Two, all teams must have a teenager. And three, the team captains were to correct a sum of 25 riyals and give a total of 200 riyals to the organizers. But what Shahnawa's uncle had not told us that he had already discussed with the other team captains and had got their players registered. Finally, the list came of the applicants and which team they would represent. My friends were sent into different teams, but when the last name was called out, I was heartbroken. They had not called out my name. I felt sad, betrayed, angered for why had they not chosen me. They had got players from outside Askan, and by doing this, they had hurted my chances. Then they had announced that the applicants who were left out would become substitutes. I felt sad, so I went home. Then crazy idea hit me. So I picked up the phone, called the organizer, and asked him the unthinkable. I asked him permission to create a team consisting of only substitutes. And I can't believe what he said. He said yes. He also said that, Ayan, if you need players, I will provide you with the best players I know. And don't you worry about the fees. Consider your team as sponsored. I said my regards and went off to build my team. The other substitutes were overjoyed when they got to know that they will play in the team as a different team. Shahnawa's uncle had surprised us with 4 outstanding players, and we knew that we would ace this tournament. Finally, after 2 days of rigorous training, my team was ready and registered for the tournament. My team's name was the Trophy Fighters of Askan. Our first match was against the Challengers of Askan. We played with simple tactics. One of my friends, Noor, had bowled out 3 batsmen. At one point in the match, the ball was thrown to me, and I didn't even throw the ball back with much force. I just flicked it, and to this day, I can't believe that it was a run out. We had won that match and showed our potential to the people who thought us as the substitutes. Our next match was with the Takers of Askan. We played with the same tactics this time as well. The opposite bowler had bowled at such a pace that one of our batsmen got out. But never mind that, we still won that match. Many of my friends thought that this game was in the bag, but was it? We had the required points, so we were qualified for the semi-finals. The champions of Askan had the highest number of points, so they were directly sent to the finals. Now we were up against the hitters of Askan. We played our best and got a score of 24 runs. But when it came to batting, our team couldn't get a single six. I still remember that day. 6 runs were to be made in 4 balls, and I was the batsman. Instead of going for a sweep shot, I got out. I felt bad. It was because of me that we had lost the tournament. I went home disheartened. The next day, I woke up late, and when I checked my phone, there were 5 missed calls of the organizers. I called them back, and they said that they had called me and my team to the finals and award ceremony of the tournament. So I agreed and went there. I had reached there early, so I helped in bringing the awards. For 1 second, my eyes lingered on something of a shiny brown color. Upon inspecting, it turned out to be a bronze medal. After further investigating, I found out that Shahnawa's uncle had bought these medals at the last second. The tournament ended with the champions winning, the hitters coming in second place, and my team, the trophy fighters of Askan, led by the most unexperienced and the youngest captain, came in third place. Who knew that the team who was bullied, ridiculed, and called the underdogs would finish top three? So, friends, all that I have to say for this speech is who the one who has never failed has never tried. Thank you, and back to you, Governor of the Day.
Thank you, Gabriel Ayan, for the stupendous speech. Our third speaker will be evaluated by Gabriel Aladdin. May I please call upon the evaluator, Gabriel Aladdin, to read out the objectives. Gabriel Aladdin, the dice is yours.
Yeah. Point of order. Since Gavelier's Sahana is contesting for the national contest, and in order for her to improve, she is doing the same speech which she won for our international speech. So, in order to do that, I would request each and everybody of you to take your pen and paper and note down at least minimum one recommendation for Sahana, right? Minimum one recommendation where you feel that okay, this could have been improved, then she could have performed even better. What do you think? Is that okay? Aladdin, is it okay? All right. So we all will be supporting Gavel Sahana in identifying. You will not tell any positives, okay? Only negatives. We only think we are going to only we are going to kill her, right? We are going to actually toast her, right? And with that, I wish her all the very best. Gavel Sahana is doing the CC5, right? She's a CC5 speaker. It is to actually the speech objective is to use stance, movements, gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact to express your message and achieve your speech purpose. Make your body language smooth and natural. And this is exactly the speech criteria, and I believe the speech also meets up with the criteria. All right, I wish her all the best. All of you, take a pen and paper, find out the biggest mistake which you ever felt. All right. And Aladdin, you can note down multiple, not a problem, because you are the main evaluator.
Okay, sir.
Back to Cavalier of the Day. I think Cavalier of the Day is not seen. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right.
Aladdin is not going to read out the objectives. Oh, you did. Okay. Third speech will be given by an incredible Gavelier studying in Modern Middle East International School, Riyadh. Please help me welcome Gavelier Shahana. Gavelier Shahana, the stage is yours. All the best.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Respected Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my fellow Gavalians, a very good evening. What if I tell you that I am going to present my entire speech in this shabby attire? How will I be judged? Alternatively, if I give my speech in this attire, will I be judged differently? It was yet another beautiful morning. Everything was the same, except that I was extremely excited as we were leaving for India after 2 long years. As always, Mom called me over. Do not talk to any stranger in the airport or airplane, you get me? I nodded my head like an obedient child. In spite of all our eagerness to travel to India, we reached the airport late. And guess what? Our flight was delayed for 2 hours as always. I was too bored to sit at a place and not talk to anyone. Now I know you understand why my mom warned me before the trip, but the adventurer in me would not stop. That time I made the commonest excuse we kids make to escape from our boring classes. Restroom. Hooray! I made my excuse, roaming around like a free bird. Suddenly, I heard someone calling me. When I looked around, I found that there was a lady calling me out. Hey girl, come here. Before I could respond to the lady, I had my mom's warning in mind. But I was already on walking towards the lady. Her hair was not dressed properly. She looked tired, exhausted, and worn out. And her attire, not the best one to fit an air traveler. Can you hold this luggage for me while I use the restroom? Clearly, her bag was way too expensive, as in comparison to how she looked. Thoughts began racing in my mind. Is that bag really hers? Or is she a thief? Or is she trying to steal someone else's bag and make me a scapegoat? From a distance, I could see 2 uninformed officers walking towards us. I started imagining all those things I had seen in movies. Me finding valuables in the luggage, custom officers arresting me and taking me away. I was terrified. I ran into my parents. Seeing my frightened look and shivering hands, I knew I was up to something and went into thorough interrogation. This time I went to the same place, but along with my mom. That time the same lady was waving her hand towards me and Mom. And to my surprise, Mom waved back. What's happening? I was flabbergasted. Hello, Mrs. Anita. How are you? It's been a very long time. And why are you looking so tired? Everything right? Asked my mom to the lady. Incidentally, Mrs. Anita was Mom's colleague and knew me very well. Poor lady had missed her flight the day before and had been waiting for it since 14 hours for the same flight we were traveling with. That was when I realized I had been misjudging her all along, merely by her appearance. You all must be wondering, who doesn't judge? But have you ever pondered how it affects the others? Judging by appearance, especially in a negative way, can force people to throw in the towel and lose hope completely. Luckily for me and Mrs. Anita, nothing untoward happened. But what if I had raised an alarm based on my misjudgment? How embarrassing it would have been. Dear friends, the best way to change from being judgmental is to be analytical. Analyze what, how, and why before coming to a conclusion about any person. If I had been analytical in my case, things would have been entirely different. Hey girl, come here. Can you hold this luggage for me while I use the restroom? Sorry, ma'am. I am warned not to talk to any stranger, nor carry stuffs for them. I'm sorry. Hey, you're Sahana, aren't you? I know you very well. Your mom is my colleague. Probably I would have called my mom for help and everything would have fallen into place. Nevertheless, I learned my lesson that day. Judging someone for the cause of advancement is different than being judgmental in order to let people down. Toastmasters teaches us to evaluate speakers after closely analyzing their speeches and never the individual. Here, even if I wear this shabby coat or this immaculate suit, I will be judged on the basis of the content I deliver to my audience. Appearances may vary based on situations, but that should not influence our judgment. As we all love Toastmasters, then why not apply their philosophy of thorough analysis before judging? Before you assume, learn the facts. Before you speak, think. And before you judge, understand why. Back to the Gavel of the day.
Wow. Thank you, Gavel Shahana, for delivering that awesome speech. Dear timer, are all our speakers qualified? Dear timer?
Yes, all of the speakers are qualified.
Thank you, timer, for your confirmation. Would counter please raise the voting poll for our speakers? And while the voting is going on, let us move to our table topic session. For conducting the table topic session, we have an awesome Gavelier studying in class 7, Modern Middle East International School, Riyadh. Please help me welcome Gavelier Gianna with a big round of virtual applause. Gavelier Gianna, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Gavelier of the Day, for a wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, Gavels, and guests. My name is Diana Jijo, and I am your table topic master for today's meeting. This is a fun section for the today meeting. It allows us to practice speaking skills. Table topics also allows every member and guest to volunteer for speaking, but preferably who doesn't have a speaking role at the meeting. I have prepared a few topics on the theme, which I will introduce shortly. Each speaker should think at least 10 to 15 before they start speaking. You have to start speak. You have to still try to speak till 1 minute to 2 minutes, maximum 2 minutes. You can wrap up your speech in 30 seconds. Timer would show the green light for 1 minute, amber for 1 and 30 seconds, and red for 2 minutes. Now, I would like to show a spinning wheel in the screen. Here's your spinning wheel. There's some topics given the side. When I will spin, you would get a topic, and you can speak in the. I will tell you when I just click when the arrow gets the topic. I'll spin. So your first topic is Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders. Anyone want to volunteer for this topic? Let me call Gavelier, Amani, and Sari to talk about this topic. Do you want to speak about this topic?
I'm the TT evaluator, but is it fine if I speak about the topic?
Okay.
Alright.
Bhadra? Bhadra? Want to speak? Hello. Do you want to speak about this topic? Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders. Okay, Galia Ayan. Try. Somebody try.
No, I can speak about it. I mean, I will speak about it, but
Can you repeat? Your voice was breaking.
I was saying that I'm the TT evaluator. So is it fine if I speak about it and not evaluate myself?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
You can stop sharing so that you can see her.
Respected Toastmasters, fellow Gaveliers, and distinguished guests, a warm good afternoon. I am Amani Ansari, and today I'm going to talk on the Taj Mahal is one of the world's 7 wonders. Sure it is, for it's such a beautiful monument built by Shah Jahan for his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, who was the niece of Noor Jahan, who was Shah Jahan's mother. Get it? Okay, fine. So, the Taj Mahal is built out of pure white marble. It took about, I think, 20,000 men, and it took about 20 years to build the whole thing. Shah Jahan was a master builder. So, of course, this is one of the examples to show his building, that architectural skill of him. The Taj Mahal is, what to say, located in Agra on the banks of the river Yamuna. Behind it, yes. And then it is, when you see pictures of the Taj Mahal, it is having 4 pillars with a big pathway with water on either sides, with like trees, bushes, whatever it is on the way. It is a beautiful place, and I've always wanted to go there. Not yet gone. Will go in future, hopefully. And yes, that's all I want to speak about. It's a beautiful monument, and inshallah, I will go there one day, someday. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Gavaria Amani. You have done your speech wonderful. Next, let's go to the second topic. The second topic is I am proud to be an Indian. Anyone to volunteer this question? Gavalier Sriram? Do you want to talk about this question?
Yes. Let me think about it for 30 seconds.
30 seconds is over. Yes, Rina.
Dear Toastmasters, Gaveliers, and guests. Today, my topic is I am proud to be an Indian. I'm sure that all of us here are Indians, correct? Okay. India has a lot of religions, languages like Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, Urdu, and a lot of festivals as well, like Diwali, Holi, Pongal, etc. I think India is the seventh largest country in the world. We have so many tourist attractions like Qutub Minar, Taj Mahal, etc. And a lot of rivers, a lot of climate change. And amazing movies and songs. And we also regained from the British rule. And that's why we have Independence Day. We also have a lot of freedom fighters like Gandhiji and a very honest and it is also a very honest democratic country. Thank you. Back to the topic master.
Thank you, Gaveliers. Sriram. It was a wonderful speech. Next, let's go to the third topic. And let me speak. So the third topic is I love Indian festivals. Anyone want to volunteer for this topic? Cavalier Vaishnav?
Can I volunteer?
Yes. Who is that?
Me, Pranjali.
Yes, sure. The stage is yours, Pranjali.
Thank you, table topic master. Good afternoon to one and all present here. So my today's topic is I love Indian festivals. You will see a lot of difference between the Indian festivals and the festivals celebrated in the Western countries. In India, we have different cultures and each festival celebrated in every other state is in a different style. They have different culture, they have different dresses, they have different food. You can see the difference between two states. Though the festival is same, but there is a lot of difference how they celebrate it. And plus point, there are a lot of festivals in India. Like if you go to Western countries, they might celebrate Christmas, Black Friday, only 2 to 3 of them. But whereas in India, you see like there's a festival mostly every month or within 2 months. It's amazing, and then you enjoy a lot, especially when you're with your family and friends. Like this year, we went to India in the month of October, last year, I mean. In that like first time we were there, and it was like a festival month for us. There were a lot of festivals. I swear I enjoyed a lot and still miss those days. Like after so many, actually first time in my life, I spent such a time in India where all the festivals were there. Every single person celebrated it in a different way. I enjoyed a lot and hopefully see that again once more in my life. So I must say it's amazing. You must go to India, especially here we miss that fun which is there in India. So thank you, and back to the table topic.
Thank you, Gavel Pranjali. It was a marvelous speech. Next, let's go to the fourth topic. Let's see the fourth topic. The fourth topic is India is a land of rich cultures. Who wants to explain this topic? Gaviria, Sahana?
I'll take some time to think about it.
Yes.
India is a land of rich cultures. Each state has its unique aspect. Tamil Nadu has its idli sambar, which is famous for its food. Kerala has different kinds of spices. We wear different types of clothes on every traditional day, don't we? We wear pattu pavada, which is skirt and top, on Pongal. Onam, I think it's sari for women. India has so much to learn. There's different cultures. The diversity there is what we all are fond of. It has different people, different religions, different cultures, different aspects in which we see life. There are a lot of difference in clothing, food, and whatnot. We worship different gods. We worship different religions, and we all live united yet. Isn't that amazing? Unity is that makes India special. That makes Indians proud. Even though we are diverse in each and every aspect, we all are united. Don't you agree that even though we all have different thoughts, processes, still we live in the same country, and that too happily? But there's still places where these rich cultures, different diversities are an issue. Let's all think of it and we be united without making an issue of this diversity. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel Sahana. It was a wonderful speech. Next, let's go to the fifth topic. I'll spin the fifth topic. So the fifth topic is very simple topic. My last vacation in India. Anyone want to volunteer for this topic?
Me.
Can you repeat?
Me.
Who is this me?
Gavel.
Gavilia, Ian, do you want to talk about this topic?
Yeah.
Yes, you can talk.
Have you ever felt the excitement of going back to your hometown where all your elders, all your friends and family live there? Good afternoon, respected Toastmasters, fellow gatherers, and my dear friends. I am Ayan Khan, and my table topic is my last vacation in India. See, because of the pandemic, we couldn't go to India for 2 years. I felt sad. But in November, after my sister's birthday, my father told, I got vacation, let's go to India. So we packed our bags in a week, booked our tickets, and went to India. We first landed in Bangalore on 28th of November. My uncle came to receive me. He was really happy. We had not met each other for the past 2.5 years. I embraced him. Then I went to meet my aunts and my cousins. After staying for a while in India, we went to my grandmother's house from my father's side. She was also really happy. All of my friends, the whole neighborhood would not even recognize me. They had forgotten me because of the pandemic. We in la, At my grandmother's house, I watched TV the whole day, rode on bike, and went to meet my other cousins and friends. After staying about 2 weeks at my grandmother's house, we went to my other grandmother's house from my mother's side. We went there, we went to the beach. We were planning to go to Goa, but sadly we couldn't go. I had a lot of fun there. Then from there, I went to Bijapur, where the Gold Gumbad is located. My other aunt is located over there. It was really fun. We did a lot of sightseeing, but sadly it was only a day trip. So we came back. My father thought that we wanted to see more. So that's why he postponed the trip more. That's why he postponed the return flight more 2 times. I really liked my vacation to India, but it didn't feel the same as it is over here. Because of the pandemic, I have got the hang of got the hang of my house in Riyadh. So thank you and back to you.
Thank you, Gavin. And it was a wonderful speech. Next, the last topic. This. I will do my best for Incredible India. Anyone want to take this topic? Gavilia Romina.
I'm the Cavalier of the day, so would you like to give the topic to someone else?
Gavilia Roman.
Am I audible?
Yes.
My topic is I will do my best for Incredible India. A warm good afternoon to all the respected Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and my fellow Cavaliers. Everyone wants to do best for their motherland. But the problem is, what shall they do for their country? There are various ways in which we can do the best for our country. There are many ways, but we just don't know which way is the best. But let me tell you, whichever way you choose, in one way or the other, it helps in our mother country. For example, if you join the military or the air force, we can get a chance to help your mother country in the defenses of the country. You might even get a chance to sacrifice your life for the country. Another example is becoming a teacher. A teacher is a very noble profession. It's a profession which gives birth to other professions such as engineering, piloting, doctors, etc. Teachers are the only reason why India has so many professions and we get a chance to feel them. And another profession is doctors. India is very known for its medical fields. There are over 500 medical universities in India. Doctors are the people who save lives, and that helps our country in very much. There are many ways in India, in great country like India, there are people who saved millions of lives all over the world. There was a disease known silent heart attack. A boy from an Indian university found out a way to cure this disease because his father also died with this silent heart attack. So I conclude by saying there are many ways in which we can help our motherland. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel Romer, for a wonderful speech. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this table topic section. Just remind to vote for who you think is the best table topic speaker. Now I would like to hand over to the Gallery of the Day, Gavel Romin. Back to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Gavel for the cool table topic session. Dear timer, are all the table topic speakers qualified? Timer?
Yes, all of them are qualified except Ayan.
Okay, thank you. Please raise the polling for our table topic speakers and I request the Gaveliers to vote only once. For conducting the general evaluation, we have a vibrant Gavelier. Please help me welcome Gavelier Veda. Gavelier Veda, the dice is yours.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, and a warm welcome to our guests. For the benefit of our guests, I'm the general evaluator, and today I conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. I'll be calling on a team to assist me with giving feedback to our speakers, and I will evaluate the meeting as well. Let's start with our evaluation session. Help me welcome Gavel Romer to evaluate the speech given by Devanas.
Am I audible? Before giving my evaluation, I would like to congratulate our first speaker, Gabriel Devansh, for today he has given his CC8. And I believe he deserves a big round of applause for getting through his CC8. It is obvious that it takes a lot of time, hard work, and dedication to get through. And now, getting back to the evaluation. There was no doubt that you would give an incredible speech. And I believe that all the Gavaliers, guests, and Toastmasters has very much enjoyed your speech. You started your speech very confidently and you completely eased the audience. There was a good flow in your speech and you had amazing voice modulation. There was a clear ending and a beginning in your speech. You had conveyed your message about education during the COVID-19 very beautifully and clearly. You use your virtual aids very effectively. You even tried to add a humor in your speech. But mistakes are inevitable. You can make your speech even better and improve it by giving your speech in standing and use your hand gestures at certain time intervals, which would make your speech even more effective to the audience. And now, I would like to conclude my evaluation by saying mistakes are inevitable, but what is not and what will set us apart is our ability to learn from them. Thank you, and back to the general evaluator.
Gavel, Vaishnav, you are muted.
Okay. Thank you, Gavel Roman. Help me welcome Gavel Badra to evaluate the speech given by Ayan. Gavel Ayan. Good afternoon, dear Gaveliers. Today I am going to evaluate Gaveler Ayan's speech. Your speech was absolutely great. The way you presented was great. Your expressions were great. You had great hand gestures. It was very interesting to listen. And the ending was with a beautiful quote. I really liked that. So overall, your speech was great. However, it was great. Your speech was great, and I give yeah. And all the best for your next speech. Thank you. Thank you, Gavel Badra. Please help me welcome Gavel Aladdin to evaluate the speech given by Sahana.
So I should just give 1 point, minimum 1 point, and rest of all.
All right. As we discussed earlier, have everybody noted one feedback for Gavel Sahana? In that case, let's listen to everybody. So, what is the improvement point which you felt Gavel Aladdin?
In Sahana's speech, which I give as improvement that you could had some humor, so the speech would be more entertaining. That's the 1 point which I want to give.
All right, noted. So let me call Barnitharan. Do you felt anything about Sahana's speech? What we need to improve in her speech? No points, no problem. Gavle Batra.
Very well, sir.
She spoke very well. Very good. Okay. Gavle Batra.
She spoke very well.
Any improvements for her? Any recommendations? All right. Gianna?
Some places she was gasping, like she was saying little speed. So I'm recommending that she should speak little slowly so the audience can hear very clearly.
Very good, yeah. Very good point.
Yeah, but your speech was great.
That's fantastic. Gavile Vaishnav?
No, sir, the speech was perfect.
Okay. Vedav?
It was also perfect, sir.
All right. Amani?
Sir, her camera was sometimes like becoming dark and going, so she could have improved the camera quality. And other than that, she could have spoke a little louder. I don't know if it's my device's issue, but I felt it a little low sound.
Okay. Point noted. Sriram?
You told your mother's colleague was tired and exhausted. So when the colleague was when you were talking as the colleague, you could have like sounded tired.
All right. voice modulations could have been better when she did imitate the person who is calling her, something like that. Okay. All right. Good point. Mansab.
Sir, Gianna Jijo spoke my point.
All right.
Speaking so fast.
Okay, good. Speak slowly, right? All right. Ayan, any improvements for her?
No, sir. Her speech was really good.
All right, good. Yeah. Demas?
She could have a bit more stage moment and use the stage.
Pardon? Bit more?
So she could use the stage with the stage moment.
All right. More stage movements. All right. All right. Anybody else? Romina?
So her speech was perfect and the actions were a little bit more. She could go slow with that so that the time could also get used fast.
Correct.
Yeah. Her speech was very good though.
Very nice. Who else is left? Pranjali?
So she could have a little bit of stage movement, and the camera should be at the eye level so that you could see the entire thing. Even her movement would be shown better.
All right. Noted. All right, Gavel, Samana, it was a very good speech for me also. As I said, I have noted down on two things. One was on improving your pauses. We will come back to you on your speech timing. Also, this humor thing also is a very valid point. You could incorporate humor. We may want to look on to that point as well if we have time.
Okay, sir.
Back to general evaluator. We saved Aladdin today.
Okay. Help me welcome Gavel. Amma need to evaluate the table topic speech.
Thank you, Gavel. The future depends on what you do today, said Mahatma Gandhi. Respected Toastmasters, fellow Gavels, and my dear guests, a warm good afternoon. I'm Gavelia Maniansari, and today I am your TT evaluator. So, for our first speaker, it was me, and my topic was Taj Mahal is one of the world's wonders. I'm not going to evaluate myself. Our second speaker was Gavelia Sriram. His topic was I'm proud to be an Indian. You talked about the cultures of India. You even talked about India in the world level, like it's the seventh largest country and all, and even about Indian independence. The recommendation for you, I would like to say, is you had many pauses in between, which could have been avoided. Our third speaker was Givelia Pranchali. Her topic was I love Indian festivals. You talked about the festivals comparing India and the Western countries. You talked about your story too. The recommendation I would like to give you is that you could have stood up and spoke because only your head was seen. Our fourth speaker was Givelia Sahana. Her topic was India is a land of rich cultures. Explain. You talked about the different cultures, festivals, foods, our unity in, and then our unity in diversity and all. The recommendation for you, I would like to say, is you were a little fast, I felt. So you could have just improved a little bit on your speed. Our fifth speaker was Gavelia Ayan. His topic was my last vacation in India. You talked about your visit to India and your routine in India and where all you went. The recommendation I would like to say for you is you seemed a little not confident. You could have just, pulled up a little bit more confidence. And then our sixth speaker was Gavelia Romel. His topic was I'll do my best for Incredible India. They talked about the ways we could help our country, we could be soldiers, teachers, doctors, pilots, and the different occupations and more. The only recommendation I would like to say for you is that you could have used your stage mode. You were standing in one place and speaking.
All the speakers did an incredible work, and then all your confidence was good. But with only suggestions I gave you, such as speed, stage movement, and adjusting level, you could take your speech to the next level. But no problem, as we all learn by doing. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay. Thank you, Kavya Mani. Next, we will hear from the grammarian Gavel Sriram, who has been listening for good uses of the language as well as the points to improve.
I found one mistake at the starting. Gavel Gianna Jijo, while introducing the word master, you told we uses. We say we use. And I also heard two amazing quotes by Gavilia Sahana and Gavilia Ramani. And thank you, back to the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Gavilia Sriram, for your wonderful report. Next, our word of the day today was accomplished, and our word master Gavilia Ayan has been tracking our use of the word. You may please give the report.
Thank you. The word master's report is only Gabriel Ayan Khan used the word of the day twice. Thank you, and back to you. No one else said it.
I also said the word of the day.
Thank you, Gavilia.
Romal also said the word of the day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry and apologies.
Okay, thank you, Gavilia Ryan, for your wonderful report. Next thing to say, these verbal pauses distract from our usage and we stop counting at 5. Our R counter is Gavilia Mansab. You may please give the report.
I'm gonna give a report of her counter. Let's start. Gavlier Devansh use so 5 times, like 1 time, but 4 times, and 7 times, I 6 times. Gavlier Gavlier Ayan use so 3 times, like 2 times, but 5 times, and 11 times, I 10 times. Gavlier Shahana use so 5 times, but 6 times, and 10 times, I 11 times. In table topic session, Gavlier Amani use so 2 times, but 1 times, 4 and 4 times, I 5 times. Gavlier Shri Ram use 2 time, 1 time, and 6 and 6 times, I 5 times. Gavlier Pranjali use 1 time and 7 times, I 5 times. Gavlier Ayan use so 2 times, but 2 times, and 4 times, I 8 times. Gavlier Romal use so 2 times, but 1 times, and 3 times, I 7 times. And in evaluation session, Gavlier Romal use so 2 times, but 3 times, and 6 times, I 3 times. Gavlier Badhra use so use and 1 time, I also 1 time. Gavlier Aladdin use and 1 times, I also 1 times. Gavlier Amani use so 1 times and 8 times, I 4 times. Thank you.
Thank you, Cavalier Mansa, for your wonderful report. It's important. It's important to get message across in the allowed time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. Our timer, Cavalier Bharanitharan, will now report on how we've done with the time.
Good evening to all. This is my report. Prepared speaker, Gabriel Devan. Prepared speaker, Gabriel Ayan. 6 minutes 32 seconds. Prepared speaker, Gabriel Shahana. 6 minutes 44 seconds qualified. Table topic speaker, Gabriel Amani. 1 minute 33 seconds qualified. Gabriel Stiram. 2 minutes qualified. Gabriel Brangelin. 2 minutes 24 seconds qualified. Gabriel Sahana. 1 minute 49 seconds qualified. Gabriel Ayan. 2 minutes 53 seconds disqualified. Gabriel Rommel. 2 minutes 3 seconds qualified. Evaluation. Speaker evaluator, Gabriel Rommel. 2 minutes qualified. Speaker evaluator, Gabriel Badra. 0 seconds 42 seconds disqualified. TT evaluator, Gabriel Mani. 2 minutes 33 seconds qualified. Back to general evaluator.
Thank you, Gabriel. Okay. Thank you, Gabriel Bharanitharan, for your wonderful report. Now I have a few comments on the meeting. The meeting is started on time. All the evaluations and the speeches were excellent. Excellent. I would like to hand over the lectern to the Cavalier of the Day. Thank you.
Should I give my report listening to? Can I give? I'm the listening dude.
Yeah. Please read.
Okay. So I will ask some questions so you can see the answer. Whoever knows. Who was the job master for today?
Gavel Bhadra.
Gavel Badra.
Badra.
Yes. What was the fifth topic in the table topic?
My last position to India.
Yes. Who was the word master for today?
Gavel Ayan.
Khan.
Who was the fourth speaker in the table topic?
Mani.
Gavel Sahana.
Yes, Gabriel Sahana. What was the word of the day?
Linga.
Thank you. Back to general matter.
I would like to hand over the lectern to the Cavalier of the Day.
Thank you, General Evaluators and meeting leaders for that splendid report. Dear Gavels, let us think, how can we make our India Atmanirbhar Bharat? Or how can we make our India self-reliant? We should boycott or restrict imported items. We should promote only Indian goods. Buying Indian products boosts the economy because here money is transferred from one Indian to another. It does not go in the pocket of a multinational company. But what is the contribution to the economy? To scale up the economy, only ideas will not work. We all need to implement it. Be supportive to the local manufacturers in every industry and give local talent to a chance to prove their worth. Yes, vocal for local, which means support local business. Agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. And now there is a chance to prove ourselves by innovating some ideas and bringing it to the lives of farmers. The greatest move for self-reliance is to boycott these Chinese products and not to depend on them anymore. Someone has rightly said, don't depend too much in this world because even your shadow leaves when you are in darkness. Don't just be a proud Indian, rather do something to make India proud of you. I enjoyed being the Gavelier of the day, and thank you all for hearing me out through this meeting and looking forward to see you all in the next meeting. Now let me hand over the podium to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Gabriel Romina. It was a wonderful meeting. Let's applaud to the Gabriel of the Day, Romina, for an exciting meeting for today. Dear What Master, is the results ready?
Yes. Best speaker, Sahana. Gavel Sahana. Best evaluator, Rommel. Best table topic speaker, Gavelier Amani Ansari and Rommel. The best meeting leader, Gavelier Gianna Gijo. Thank you and back to you.
The big three. What about big three?
Let's message our word master for the big three to understand the big three. Okay. So all of you kindly vote for the big three.
The best of big three.
Okay, while the voting is going on, let's have the feedback from our Gavel counselor, DTM Manas Albukari, sir.
Thank you very much, Gaveleji and Jijo. Today, again, we did a fantastic meeting. All the speeches were really nice. And evaluators too did a good job. But then let me tell you, to create a vibe in our meeting, we need to have something really very different. And that vibe, that energy level is going down day by day. And I totally and truly feel that once we meet in person, that's when we will have a vibe. Next meeting, if it happens online as a demo meeting, offline as a demo meeting, we will definitely have certain speakers who we will repeat the speeches to understand and to show it to everybody that, okay, so somebody who have already done a speech, we will repeat it. Somebody who have done an evaluation, we will repeat it to showcase. But if it is not a showcase meeting, I would request you to all come prepared with a debate. We will divide into two teams and we will have a debate session. All right. The debate, I will announce you on how this debate will happen, and we will give you roles for everybody. So we will have to, for the first thing for a debate is to identify a topic which we all like. So do you have any topics in your mind? Something like offline classes or online classes, which is the best? Or you understand? I know, but then do we have anybody who is against, who likes online classes more than offline? Is there anyone here?
No, sir.
Sir, if there is online exam, I will raise my hand.
Online exams or offline exams, which is the best? How is this?
Offline.
Offline or online?
Offline.
Online.
So this is a topic to debate, right? Is it a topic to debate?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's debate on this topic. Okay. Online exams or offline exams? Which is the best? All right. And so let's get prepared. I will share how debate works if it is offline, if I am not able to find out a venue, I will ensure that we at least meet up in a park. Like last time, we sit together in a round and then we do debate. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if not in a classroom, it will be in a park. So next to next meeting, we will
16.
definitely organize 16. Next to next week, we will definitely organize in a park. But remember, there are few Gavaliers who are fasting. So for them, is it okay this timing 2 to 4 in a park? Will it be so sunny?
What time, sir?
2 to 4, same time.
No, sir. No, sir. No problem.
So this same timing would be okay, right? 2 to 4. But in a park, it will be very sunny.
Sir, I go to buy stuff every day at 3 o'clock. Walking.
Okay. In case if we are not able to find out a school location, if I'm not able to find a classroom for our meeting, mostly it should happen in Indian school, or I would reach out to modern Middle East school as well. If at all we are not able to get a classroom for our meeting, then we will assemble in a park or in a hotel, because most of the hotels are not available because of Eid. That is a problem. During the daytime, they are closed. That's the issue. Otherwise, we could organize. I'm looking for a venue. If I get a proper venue, I'll keep you posted during this week. All right. So look out our WhatsApp group for the venue details. Meanwhile, let's get prepared on the debate activity, and I will share you how the debate will function. Right. So we need teams, and we will have groups of 5 people minimum in each team.
So the topic is online and offline exams.
Online or offline exams.
Okay.
Which is the best?
Okay.
All right. In that case, back to our Gavel. Before giving back the podium, I would like to tell a few things also. When it comes to table topics, don't think about the topic too much. All of you are looking at the topic and getting stuck with the topic, right? For example, Gavel Ramani got stuck. The Taj Mahal. What should I say about Taj Mahal? I did not go there. I don't know anything about Taj Mahal. So there is nothing like that, right? And then she spoke very well about Taj Mahal. That was very good. You don't really need to relate to Taj Mahal. So you can always tell, whenever I hear about the word Taj Mahal, I remember a gift which my friend gave me. It was a Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal in my hand. So whenever I remember a gift, or you can then go and talk about gifts, how gifts can make you happy. I'm saying, just deviate from the topic and come back to the topic towards the end. Romel did a very good table topic speech today about how we can make our India interval by you having a lot of professions and other things. He also talked about the silent heart attack, which was very good. That is exactly how you need to do a table topic. All right. Certain people, we forget totally, how to relate a story to it. It's very, very important to relate a story. It's not only about moving from one place to another and talking a few words, putting it all together. That's not the exact agenda of table topics. The table topics means you have to come out with a brilliant story. Ayan did a brilliant story, right? Today, Ayan shared a good story, but then he just forgot about the time. He went in detail to the story and he forgot what exactly was the topic also, right? And he started explaining about the story, which is good. But then you need to be mindful about that time. You need to have a starting, a body, and a conclusion. This is what we are trained for, right? And I'm sure you will do a better job when you actually are in an offline podium. Wish you all the best. Back to Gabriel Giano.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is the results of the big 3 ready?
Yes.
Please.
So the winner of the big three is Romina. Congratulations to all the winners. Have a wonderful day and back to you, Gavel Gianna.
Thank you, Gavel Vaishnav. Let's applaud the winners for the meeting. Now, let's take a pic. For no pic. Who's taking the pic?
I'll take the pic.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody turn on the cameras. Okay. Everybody say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay, done.
Thank you. Now let's stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. The meeting is adjourned.